Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I just came in with a little jazzy music. I'm not doing music live tonight or anything. This is just my type of introduction when I come up on certain subjects that I think about. So, with that being said, you guys know what the subject that I want to ask the men tonight. What do you think about colorism? There's been a lot of talk about colorism here lately on these YouTube streets. And I want to get some guys' opinions. Ladies, you're welcome to chime in, but let's try to keep it decent. I really want to hear from the guys. What do they think? Do they prefer a darker skinned woman to a lighter skinned woman? Or do they just look at a woman and don't worry about her complexion? You know what I'm saying? That they love her for who she is, you know, regardless. I want the men to be able to sit up here and talk and relate to each other and give me their viewpoint on things when it comes to choosing a women or even picking up women out in the streets. Guys, do you go for the gusto? Or do you just go for, hey, I love it the way I see it? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I want to get some guys' opinions on it, and I will be dropping my link later on. But before we get into that, I just want to say I want to talk about the word itself, colorism. The dictionary defines colorism. Oh Lord, I'm getting a phone call. I can't. I'm gonna have to decline. That never fails. It never fails. Oh, just sweet Jesus. Colorism, prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically amongst people of the same ethnic or racial group. That is the definition of colorism, folks. They've got other words for colorism, you know, with the ethnic discrimination, it's called bigotry, intolerance, exophobia. I should have looked that up before I got here tonight. Exophobia. That sounds very interesting. Then with the racial discrimination, they talk about racism, discrimination, and prejudice. That seems more like it. Are we prejudiced, guys, for women of a lighter complexion or a darker complexion? You know, because this discrimination based on skin tone or color, as we know it, colorism, or shadeism. That's another is another form of prejudice and or discrimination in which people who share similar ethnicities, traits, or perceived race are treated differently based on the social implications that come with the culture, meaning they are attached to skin color themselves. Hey, good evening, Gerald. How you doing? Great to see you here. I'm going to be dropping a link. I want to get your opinion, Gerald, if you don't mind coming up. What do you think about the word colorism when it comes to women? Do you prefer darker skinned women? Do you prefer a lighter skinned woman? Or you have no preference at all? You chose a woman because of her personality, uh, defined as how well she gets along with other people out there in the world, or whatever, you know. So, myself, being a man of a particular age, I have no qualms with picking a woman that's compatible. That's another thing, being compatible. Uh, I've had my share of colors, different shades of women. from dark to light, and even to white. So that's another story there within its own self. But when it comes to the black people and black women amongst us, do we prefer our women? You know, how do we prefer our women, men? I really want to know, how do we prefer our women? And if you're willing to come up and talk about it, I will drop it down in the chat and we'll see what comes up. Okay. Like I said, colorism is crazy to me. Colorism is crazy. Uh, and the women seem to have more problems with with that than men do, I would think. Uh, do you think it's more an advantage of being a bright skinned lady? Or do you think it's more of an advantage being that smooth, deep, dark chocolate woman? You know, I would welcome anybody up here, any guys out there within the sound of my voice listening, or ladies, go get your man and have them come up here and hit the link and tell me what they think. You know, if not, we're gonna move right along, and I'm not gonna talk about anything else. I'll be going up out of here. There is some documentaries on these kind of things, folks. If you really want to go in and see them, it's called Beauty and the Bleach: The Colonial History of Colorism Explored in a BBC documentary. So, BBC, that's overseas. The British aren't, I don't think they're really as hung up. Well, maybe they are too, because if they weren't, they wouldn't be doing the documentary. You know, there's also books out on the subject colorism. Okay. Uh, let's see here. Let me go recommend you guys some good reading, or ladies some good reading about books. There's one book called The Color Complex, which you can order through Amazon. Another one called The Same Family, Different Colors, Confronting. That's through Amazon Books. Let's see. Let me see if they have a review on that. Yeah, they should have. They got reviews on all this. It says, weaving together personal stories, histories, and analysis. Same family, different colors. Explores the myriad ways skin color politics affects family dynamics in the United States. Colorism and color bias. It was originally published in 2016, so things might have changed a lot since then, like I said. But I'm just interested in it, and why all of a sudden we are interested, the topics that is coming across on YouTube, especially with my black queens, is about color. Amongst yourselves, I I think that all women are beautiful, no matter what shade or whatever. So that's my opinion. I would like to hear some guys' opinions if they're listening. And like I said, ladies, if you have a man and you want to ask him those questions, don't be afraid to ask him, what do you prefer? You know, or why did he chose you? Does he look at your skin tone, or does he look at what you have upstairs in that cranium, that brain? That's all I'm saying. So, like I said, I've dropped my link. You should be able to come up anytime you feel like it. And since the guys are so slow at doing anything, I will invite the women up here too. For right now, when a guy comes up, ladies, I will I will excuse you because I want you to hear. Or well, if you guys might have two different opposing views or reasons, but please, no arguing, no cussing, guys. When you come up here, please be gentlemanlike. You know, Let's not use the B word or the H word or say anything like that. Those are black queens. Black queens I'm trying to talk about tonight and get to the settlement of why is there colorism still going on in this day and time and age. Okay. So, with that being said, I'll wait for my first guest to come up, whomever they will be. And I got one. All right. QJ. QJ, that's my first guest. All right, QJ. Adding you to the stream. Good evening, QJ. How are you, sir?
Well, good evening, Mr. Carruthers. How are you?
Well, I'll be darned. Hey, you guys, this is my old friend Langston Hughes. How
How are you?
I'm doing great, Langston. I'm doing great.
Great.
You see, I'm trying to change my format just a little bit, just a little bit.
I know it. I enjoy it already when I saw that you actually had a you were opening up your platform for a very interesting dialogue about colorism because we've been hearing it from the female perspective, but it's very rare within this sector that we actually hear from somewhat straight males.
Yeah,
I'm straight.
yeah,
I'm straight, but
yeah. I
I
am
can't
too.
vouch for you, brother.
Oh,
But
oh, come on now.
you know what I'm saying?
Here we go. Here we go,
No,
folks. They
no. I'm
Langston of
just playing.
old.
I'm I'm just playing, man.
I
But
know.
no, I think it's a great subject you raised, and I think in terms of colorism,
Hmm.
if we're going to be honest, um, when we were younger men, uh, if we had our choice between a uh, let me do what's your generation? We had our choice between no, like a Diana Ross and
Right.
a Eartha
Eartha
Kitt.
Kitt.
Yeah, who we would always go for Eartha Kitt because that was how we were raised to think that the light skinned women were the superior out of our black women. The lighter the women, the more superior they were, and that's just what was inculcated within uh, young black men uh, back in that time.
Mm.
You're way older than myself, but
Yeah.
uh, there's still that carryover into my generation as well. So
Well, I have to admit though, Langston, when I was growing up, my perception of looking at women, I didn't look at the skin color. I really didn't. Because my dad, like I said, my dad was Jamaican. My mom, she was a black African American woman. And we never discussed women's looks. We really, if she was, hey, she could have been black as the bottom of a boot. And if her personality was beautiful, she was fun to be around and laugh. If you gravitated toward that, you gravitated toward it. If she, like you say, was the Eartha Kid of the times, yeah, you gravitate toward her as long as she is intelligent, because let's
between
face it, but
between the two, who would you choose? Eartha
my
Kitt in her prime and Diana Ross in her prime.
honestly, I guess I am kind of prejudiced. I would have chose Diana Ross.
Really? Really?
Really, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Even though Eartha Kitt spoke a language that was, you know, sexy and catty and all that, I think I would have chose Diana Ross.
Yeah, I'm Team Eartha all the way, man. Because
Uh,
not only was she beautiful, she was intelligent. Not saying Diana's not intelligent, but
well,
Eartha,
some
Earth.
some people kind of wonder she was messing around with Barry Gordy, but
Barry Gordy. Is he still alive?
yes,
Is he?
he is. Believe it or
Wow.
not, yes, he is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
wow, that's the same thing
You
I
know,
say.
I
And
was
people look at me.
listening. I was listening because you love music, man. I was listening to some Marvin, "Hear My Dear" album, and
Right.
that whole album was dedicated to what was her name, Anna Barry's daughter,
Barry's daughter,
Anna
Anna.
Border.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those albums by Marvin that is just slept on, and you have to be in a certain place in your life to really appreciate it. You have
Well,
to have had your heart broken at some point.
I
Uh,
think as men, we all have had our heart broken, but we don't want to admit it too.
that's true. That's true.
It's a lot of
Definitely.
things we men don't admit, and that's why I was asking the question tonight: what do men think about the colorism situation with women? I like I said,
Well,
I
do you mean overall or between women? What do men think about how
well,
colorism
I know
seems to play a big part?
that it
And,
it does play with women. I think they think with us men it plays a big part, but a lot of men it may not play it does play a big part to some men, a majority of men. I'll put it that
yeah,
way.
I was about to correct you because it does
Yeah.
play. Unfortunate, and I told you that still that those remnants from those earlier generations that just taught us some negative things, and
Yes, it does. It does.
luckily this new generation, the younger generations that are coming up, they're not hung up on all of this colorism and light skinned women are better. They're looking at people on face value,
Right.
and aside from skin color, which is what it should always be about. And
Yeah.
it took until I was in my late 20s before I really learned to appreciate women for who they were.
Hmm.
Instead of objectifying them, looking as just objects for sex or other areas, I looked at them for who they are as Black women, as their role in our society, and I really put them on a pedestal because before that, I was on my I'm gonna bring a sore subject up because people always hold this against me. But back in my early 20s, I used to dabble with white women.
Yeah.
Y-
Well,
Yeah, and
well, I think all men
were you
dabbled,
were you well
and I was
you
married to
went a little,
one.
yeah, I was about to say you went more than just dabbling. You went in the whole
I
whole
went the
kit
whole
and
nine
caboodle.
yards.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here's the point. Here's the point. I didn't do it till I was in my 40s, though.
That's
In my
interesting that you would wait because it's like a phase you need to get out early. You
I'm a
you
late
waited.
bloomer, I guess. I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. But um, and is she still with us? That the white wife?
Oh no, we've been divorced over 10 years now.
I mean, she's still alive.
Yeah, but unfortunately, she had a stroke.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's one of those things, like they say, God brings people in your life for a moment and then they're gone. But she's still here, but she doesn't,
yeah.
remember anything. She had a
Oh, wow.
massive, yeah, had a massive stroke.
Oh man, I'm sorry to
Yeah,
hear that, man. I'm really
yeah.
sorry.
And even, I tried to I tried to go see her one time, and it just hurt my heart, because she was so vibrant. She loved
Mhm.
dancing. Like I said, she loved to get out, and she even had me going camping at one time, which I'd never
Well,
thought
I
of
don't.
in my
Yeah,
life.
you won't catch me camping. You never catch me camping.
Well, what you won't do for love, Langston?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I guess. Well, not anymore, man. I'm at a I've evolved over time, man, and I've got certain limitations of what I will and will
We
not do.
want that
But you
too.
know,
Yeah.
but you know what I wanted to tell you because you did bring up a kind of like a very unfortunate circumstance, but over the past 2 years, and I'm just curious, is this affecting everyone? But I have had a lot of friends and now I'm seeing a lot of celebrities
Mm-hmm.
passing away,
Passing away.
just
Langston.
passing away. No, just
Right.
out.
Right.
And I don't know if it's something in COVID. There's two things I've noticed with this COVID. People are more angrier. They are more prone to be angered,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just dropping dead.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't believe in conspiracies. I may joke around about it, but
Well,
I don't believe in them. But still, I'm really starting to think that we need to ask serious questions about the underlying effects of COVID-19 and what really uh, happened in
to
China.
well, with humanity, I think we as individuals, we're not we're people that like to communicate with each other. We like to be out there amongst each other talking, and that COVID changed a hell of a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You were afraid to shake your friend's hand. You're
Yeah,
afraid to give even your kids a hugs in some cases, you know.
yeah, yeah.
I But then now it looks like the COVID done lifted, and we got a lot of nutcases out there now.
That's,
People are
that's that's what
instead
everybody
of
keeps telling me. They said the COVID's been lifted and the pandemic is over. I'm like, really?
well, not real.
I
I
look,
don't think it's over. It's over to a point to where hell, it made me go get my first shot, so I'm getting my second one on the 22nd of this
good
month.
for you. Good for you. Definitely get your shots, get your boosters.
Yeah, but see,
Definitely do
I
that.
waited. I waited a whole year because when it first started, when they were giving them shots, I said I'm going to give it a year, and I'm going to see how many people actually recover from this, or certain people didn't act right with it when they were first giving it out. So I was kind of
Yeah,
skeptical, really
yeah,
skeptical.
yeah. I did hear a lot of anecdotal stories about people becoming severely ill after taking a.
Right, right. And
Yeah,
I
but
seen them right here on YouTube getting severely ill, so that kind of made me, well, I think I'll wait. But
yeah. You know what I
well,
wanted. You know what? Let's move away from the sad
yeah,
talk, the
yeah.
tragedy, move into more lighter areas. Jamaica, man. Now,
Hmm.
you went into like I don't know if you were going, it was some type of healthcare clinic in your area. You took us on a trip and before you went into the building, you said you needed this to prove to someone in Jamaica that you're serious. What, could you expand on that? Who did
Oh,
you have to
my
prove?
daughter was in Jamaica at the time, and she wanted
Oh,
me to come there with her. I didn't go because I didn't have my COVID shot. So I went into the health department. They give out the free COVID shots, and she also told me that when I get my COVID shot, she's going to pay for my trip there. So
oh, okay.
you
Oh,
know,
okay. Are you still going, right?
no, I've changed plans.
Oh,
I'm going to Georgetown, Guyana.
that's where your fiance is, right?
Right, right.
Are you ready to have a serious conversation about that, Mr. Crothers? Because I hear a lot of stories
Well,
about
you,
fraudsters,
huh?
man.
Yeah.
These people who, especially from certain continents,
Hmm.
uh, and they prey on certain demographic. I'm sure you've
Hmm.
heard the stories. Have you
Oh,
met? Have
old
you
as
met
I
this?
am.
Have you
Yes, I
met?
have. Yes,
Have
I
you met
have.
her in person?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
When did you meet her,
Nah,
man?
I don't. I'm not telling. I
Look,
don't kiss and tell.
when
Just.
did you leave the country to meet this woman, man?
She was
I
over
think.
here.
Oh, she
Now,
was
if
over
that's
here.
enough, yeah. Right. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's move on. I
Let's
forgot.
move on
I forgot.
now.
I see who your mod
They
is. Let me
they
let me
do
move
have
on. Let me
right. They
move
do
on.
have international travel.
I
Other
hear you.
people. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
getting back to the whatever.
Hmm.
Hey, you know what? I don't think no men is gonna come up here and talk about this coloration stuff. So
Did
Let me
you
get
really
your
think some men were going to come up here and have a serious conversation about colorism in the beef sector? Come on, man.
Hey, I was hoping, I would, how you wish for a miracle and things would change in life. Men would open up and be themselves.
Well, 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 I don't know. I saw the title of the live and I said that's a very interesting conversation. And you usually just play music, so I couldn't help myself. I said I got to see what my boy Carruthers is up to over here. And
I'm up to trying to stay out of the. I know I'll get in the beeping one of these days. Somebody gonna say something, and I'll have to say something back. But
see,
as
that's the thing. I was just telling somebody. I don't want to bring. Well, I'll say it. The
mhm,
MSO. I was telling the MSO, you can't have a brittle spirit. You can't be. Uh, you can't just let people run over you. But at the same time, every response doesn't deserve
a
another
reaction,
response. Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
I think people have to be a little bit well, they just have to pick their battles because
Yeah.
I I would hate to see anyone attack you at this point. I think your tenure in the sector, you came in a little bit after I did, and I think you have become like a great grandfather figure to a
Yeah.
lot of us here. No, no, no. I'm being
No,
serious.
I'm
We a
serious.
lot.
I'm serious too. Yeah.
We look up
And I
to you,
realize that.
and
I realize that
you have moved beyond some of your earlier missteps because
exploits,
yeah,
yeah,
because we've all made those. I've said
made
some
those
things I would.
mistakes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So,
Yeah. But
but
then
now
a
you.
lot of times between you and
Yeah.
I know that we were doing that kind of stuff because we were on certain platforms and they would expect us to do that. You see what I'm saying?
No, no,
But
that's your reasoning.
no,
I
I
was
no.
vaping. I was high out of my mind,
You
Carruthers. You hear me? I was high out of my
high
mind.
on your mind.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
high out of my mind, man.
But I still like saying you gave me the courage, believe it or not. You gave me the courage.
Really, I'm happy
Yes.
to provide
Yes, you
courage.
did. And well, not only that, I kind of missed you for a
Mm,
while there because
okay.
even when I
See,
was still doing that other stuff over there, I didn't see you come up and say anything. I said, "Oh well, damn, I done lost Langston now."
oh no, no, for the long, even after I left, I would occasionally, well, not
It,
occasionally,
not
like
occasionally, not all, but it was far and few in
uh,
between
no, I
because it
would
was
go
like,
in. No, I wouldn't drop down. I never dropped
right,
down
that's
after
what,
I told him I wasn't, but I would still
right,
listen. But it got to the point where it was just boring. I'll be honest with you.
yeah,
It
okay.
was just, and then everybody left that was, substantial, that I would consider substantial. Then you're left with a bunch of individuals who seem a little detached from reality. So, uh,
Here we
we
go,
no, no, no,
folks.
no, 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 no.
This is
I'm
my Langston, y'all. I'm gonna claim him.
no,
Uh,
no, no. I'm trying to be polite here. I didn't
I
come
know
up
you.
here to
I know
cause
you
any
are.
mess.
But you know what, Langston? You've always been, like I said, you've been that bright spot in my life when I was really down, and you come up and say some of the darndest things, and it got me
Mhm.
to thinking. He's
Yeah.
right about half of this bullshit that goes on here. So why, why
Oh
try
yeah.
to, why
I
try to
tell
argue with him about it?
I tell
It's
Sashi that all the time. I may say something that sounds outrageous, but let me tell you
yeah.
something, man. I was on Row. You ever visited Honest Row?
No, I haven't been over there yet. I haven't been over there
Anyway,
yet.
he might still have the live, but he did a live, and I forget what the conversation. It may have been colorism. Every content creator is doing colorism now.
Yeah,
They
well,
become experts
including
on it.
me.
They become, but but
Including
I'm
me.
so anyway. Honest Row, and somehow the conversation turned into dating, and I said. What did I say? I said something about Michael B. Jordan, and I had said, someone had said, "Well, Michael B. Jordan is with happily with Lori Harvey,"
Mhm.
and I said, "Well, there's rumors about Michael B. Jordan. I don't, and Lori Harvey is a beard, and You know what happened the next day? You can you can ask Aisa. I'm not joking. The next day, they announced their breakup.
Are you
And you know
kidding?
what is attributable to? Someone got the video, honest row video, to Lori Harvey. She didn't.
Oh,
She didn't know about the rumors. She didn't know about the rumors. And I know this sounds crazy. I know it seems outrageous, but just go look at the timeline. It's all there laid out for you. Honest row. Yeah.
mm, I got over 300 and something content creators already.
What do you mean?
I'm subscribed to over 300 different people.
Well, you have to. You're a content creator. You have to play off of each other and bounce up. Do you talk to these people behind the
Oh
scenes?
no, no. See,
Oh,
that's
good.
one thing. No, 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 no,
You're
no,
smart.
no. No, because no, I no. Because I
Yeah.
remember when I first went over to a certain platform where I first started at, where everybody got to know me at. He wanted to know if I had an IG and all that stuff, and I said no. You know, and
Yeah.
I'd be wondering why people want you to hit them up on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Well, I know why now. So if you get to talking and then you say something, then they get mad at you, then they can come back and drop what you said on IG or record your phone calls. You know,
Yeah, it's real. Like I'm surprised, and people will continue to talk to the same people who are known to record and engage in, uh,
well,
you know,
this is
engage
like
in
I
a
said,
lot of
we're
shenanigans.
I'm trying to think of what happened to our black culture to where we got so disenfranchised to where we're cutting each other's throats every day
Well,
over
hold on now.
nothing.
Well, are you talking about physically? I mean, like
I'm just
literally or
talking literal,
figuratively?
figuratively with the language and all that kind of stuff.
Well, we've always done that with playing the dozens, ranking, whatever you called it in your region.
Yeah,
We've
but
always,
it's getting it's gotten rougher, Langston. Anytime somebody or what they do want to send you to jail for saying something and they
well,
couldn't clap back at you, or they're doxing not only you but your family members and putting them up on the web and telling people where you all this shit. It's crazy. It's
so
crazy, crazy, crazy.
yeah, so here's the difference here. Like your generation, maybe that wasn't uh common, but in college,
Well,
we used
back
to
then, hell, we didn't
in
have
co-
internet, so let's tell the
well,
truth.
no, no, no. I'm talking about in college, our pastime was what we would call ranking. We would
Hmm.
rank on each other, and it would only end when somebody would either throw a punch or it would get out of line. Something
Yeah,
crazy would happen,
yeah, yeah,
and I became kind of good at it. And everything, everything was on the table. Somebody's mother, if we happen to see them coming into the residence hall, or
yeah.
everything was on the table. So to me, these different sectors is just another variation of that, of ranking, just
Oh,
insulting. So when people start losing in the ranking, they resort to these unfortunate tactics like doxing and
doxing. Yeah,
swatting.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Showing their court cases from 20 years ago and all that kind of shit. That's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
wild. Excuse my well,
Well,
it's my platform. You can curse too if you want to, but that it's so wild. It is
I
so
wanted to
wild.
ask your thoughts, Carruthers, because I know you like to flirt a little bit with Demetra and Lovely. Um,
Wait a
what,
minute now.
well, no, no, no. I mean, look, not seriously, but you like to have fun. I like to hear you two. Oh, wait a minute. I see what you're up to. Let me, let me hold on. But
I'm not
anyway,
up to
what do you,
nothing.
what do you think? What do you think about? What do you think about this Demetra and Lovely just acting up over the past 2 weeks?
I'm
What's
disappointed.
going on?
I'm just saying I'm disappointed. As for women, I'm disappointed. I would expect them to have more decor than us men would have.
Definitely.
So When I hear it, or when happen to drop down in the chat and they get to talking like that, honestly, I turn them off. I leave there and go somewhere else. I really do.
Yeah, because
I
I really like Lovely and Demetra, but
Yeah,
the
and Demetra
Demetra
is so
attacking
talented too. She is so
very
talented too.
definitely.
She can get on YouTube and become an overnight sensation. And but we all have our I don't know. I want to say ghost or maybe devils in us. And at my age, I can't afford to let the devil come out in me because, man, I know what I would do. You see what I'm saying?
Ah, you're funny,
but
man. You are
but
funny.
no, but seriously, man, I was so mad at Kenola at one time. I was actually thinking about driving to New Orleans.
I remember that, and that's when I thought you were crazy for real. But I
No.
because you have to, and this you should really keep in mind going forward in this
Hmm.
sector. A lot of these people are disturbed. They're on the lower rungs of
Well,
society.
I'm not going to
No, no,
say
no.
all that
I'm
about
trying to.
everybody.
No, no, not everybody. But I'm saying you have these people. So I don't. You have to kind of like make some type of consideration for their lack of couth. Because they really have been around trash all their life. They have become trash, and you have to take, because I don't like get upset when Kiki calls me names. I mean, I smile actually because I'm like, here's a guy with crooked teeth and a windshield, a
Wait
cracked
a minute,
a
Langston,
cracked
Langston,
windshield.
Langston.
No, 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 no. No, no, I'm just trying to say how you look at it rather than getting physically worked up over it. You look at it
Right,
like,
right.
this guy's a whole clown out here, and I just chuckle. I mean, so I don't want to see you get worked up over these people who were intentionally trying to get under your skin.
But you
You
know what really gets under my skin when a man constantly berates a woman, a black woman at that. We're black men. Like I said, we came from a black queen.
but we can't.
Why is it? Why is it that we tear down every woman that comes near or around him? There's something he's got something derogatory to say,
Yeah,
negative to say. Except those he thinks is going to give him a paycheck or something, or cash app his ass or something like that. He even
yeah.
fell out. He even fell out with people that really cared about him and tried to do something with him, help him along the way.
Oh,
You know,
you can't help that guy. But no, you know what? My laptop is about to go dead, but I do want to say thank you for allowing me on
uh
your
oh,
platform.
your
Yeah,
sh- my
yeah,
sugar just
you
came up
watch
here.
it, watch it. The, Miss Legal, get your
Uh,
man, get your
hey,
man.
but yeah,
Okay.
you talking? I see you trying to start some
Oh,
stuff
oh, my
again.
bad. Never mind. Let me get out of
Yeah,
here.
right.
Okay. Hey, have a good one, brothers. I'll talk to
Hey,
you, bro.
thank you so much, Langston,
Yeah.
for coming up, buddy. Thank you. You made my evening. Trust me. I'm gonna be questioning about you. Here you guys. That was Langston. Hello, sassy sweetheart. How you doing, dear? Yeah, I'm just trying to get a vision with the men here on. Well, as Langston was saying, far and few between. Their ideal about the word about the thing colorism and everything. But with that being said, I think I dropped my link. If a woman wants to come up and talk about it with me or ask me questions about it, I'm going to have to tell you now. Mm-mm, it's wrong. It's wrong. We should never judge a person by the color of their skin, especially black people by the color of our skin, because we're a kamikaze, a mixture of everything, and we can't help it. You know, we can't help it. It wasn't our fault. Joyce, you wanted to know who is this guy? You talking about myself, or were you talking about my guest that came up here earlier? That no, I agree with you on that, Sassy. I mean, especially the men. I want to get a man's point of view about it. And like they say, they're a lot there for a lot of foo la la. If they can't, because I was asking them if they came up, kind of tone the language down. Don't be calling you ladies or the queens B's and H's and all that good stuff. So I know what that is. I know what that's about. Well, guys, with that being said, I tried my best with the fellas. So you guys don't get mad when I'm on the ladies platform and we're discussing things about you gentlemen. So I have a good run. It was only what 40 something minutes maybe. I don't know how long I've been up here. Started at 8, yeah, 40 minutes. But once again, I want to thank Langston. I want to thank Miguel, my moderator, for coming up. You sassy, I love you so much, girl. You know I do. And Langston gonna jump on me, right? Okay. But with that being said, I want to say you guys have a lovely evening. And if you want to discuss anything about it, hey, leave it in my chat. You can leave comments in my commentary on my page there. And anybody that wants to discuss it, yeah, smooches to you, dear. I will I will be there to answer all questions and any questions. My next broadcast will be probably Friday because tonight I'm going to give me a little rest and I'm going to think about things in the world going on. Maybe I'll come up with something else that maybe everybody can drop down about and talk about. So, um, this is your friendly juke joint man, Sassy, saying au revoir, I'll be the same. And I love you guys out there. The other guy. Oh, he's a king too, just like I am. He's a king. That was Mr. Langston Hughes, y'all. Yeah. That's been my longtime friend on YouTube. We're YouTube friends. We never met each other. And I people like that I'm hoping to meet in for real in lifetime before I'm called away because I don't know. You don't have to meet everybody in person, but it's the people that give you joy when you hear them talk, or they can make you laugh or smile, and that's the most important thing to me right now is smiling and laughing. That's why I do my music. So with that being said, Joyce, oh, okay. Well, honey, I'm proud of any woman that's proud of their color, but we don't. What I'm saying is, I've been hearing a lot of back and forth with women and their skin tone, and I don't know. It's just that I wanted to hear men come up and speak upon it because I know a woman is proud of herself, and I just wanted to know what the men were thinking about it, listening to you ladies argue about it. And really, I like I said, I don't get in between women's arguments because you ladies have a language and a thing all your own. So yes, but that's what it's all about there. You know, trying to get some men up here with their opinions and see what they think. And the only real man that I had up here tonight was Mr. Langston Hughes. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna say I'll be the same. I'll arrivederci and night night. Bye bye. I'll see you on these YouTube streets again. Love you guys. Uh-oh. Well, I was gonna go. There is a question. Ladies, y'all finna get it. Y'all finna Miss Joyce, are you still there? Matter of fact, I will I think I'm getting kind of good at this. I think I used to be. Nope. Excuse me, I'm back. I had that damn phone again. I wonder if she's still there, Sassy. There it is, yo. Ladies, I dropped the link for you if you want to come up and say something. Oh, I'm fine, dear. I'm fine. I mean, hey, I'm just I don't want to leave any stones unturned, as they say. I don't leave anything unturned, and I'm interested in hearing. Like I said, I was interested in hearing from the men, but I know you ladies, you're highly opinionated too. So you might want to tell me how you think us men look at you when it comes to colorism. That's all. I love Dovey like that. Oh, hell yeah, I love Dovey too. Chatting in the youth. Oh, okay then. Well, I just started chatting too. I think I've been here about 3 years. Well, maybe four. I haven't. Who's been counting at my age for real? But Dobie was one of the main reasons when I first did my first live. She was up there. She was such a joy to me to see her acting up with her little scooter, flipping on the lamp poles and do swinging from the chandelier. So, good evening, baby. I will see you. Uh, no, I don't think so either. Oh, she's saying that she just got off of work and she loves to chat. Well, chatting is typing. I guess for her, chatting is typing in the thing. Lagail wanted to know how you're doing, Sassy. So, oh, heck no, I don't either, Joyce. It's just not about the drama. It's just getting people's opinions without them, getting mad and cursing at each other, you know, and just having a discussion about things without, because we can bring up history about it too, the colorism thing. You don't, you don't have a channel. Well, believe it or not, the moment you hit that link, I mean, well, the moment you came up on YouTube, you have a channel. So that's all I can say. I can't explain it. Somebody explained it to me, even being in the chat. You have to come up some kind of way. So you're not a content creator, put it that way. Yeah. Yeah. She's good. Well, with that being said, then I will see you guys tomorrow night. We will do it differently. We'll be going to do some music, and hope you can get up here and shake a tail feather or whatever we're gonna do. Bye, Sassy. Thanks for coming up again. Hey, and hug Langston for me, will you? Okay, bye, baby. So, with that being said, you guys, seriously, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I thank everyone that came up, that listened in the chat, came and gave me a click and a view, and did all the good things that they were supposed to do. uh, So, with that being said, I'm not going to play any music because of my. When you see this train up here, it's not about that. I did an opening thing with a little jazzy because I felt kind of jazzy tonight. Us men do like our jazz every once in a while. Mm. With that being said, don't forget, tell someone that you love them and always keep a smile on your face and look to the heavens. With that being said, love, peace, and aces, y'all. Night night.